Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome all yourselves to the Blue September Cup number 2. My name is Peter Counterfeit Hartnell, here to bring you all up to tonight's action. Welcome one, welcome all, whether you be on Facebook, Twitch, Mob Crush, or YouTube. All are welcome. We'll be, of course, running through multiple rounds of ESL competition tonight. And we'll be kicking things off with an exciting feature match featuring a rematch of teams who are bitter rivals. Camera TV, welcome to the stream over on Twitch. You're more than welcome to ask whatever questions you desire. But while we get set up for that first game, let's take a quick look across at the bracket and what teams we've got playing here today. As you can see up at the very top of the bracket, we've got We Suck from the USA, which is honestly quite a claim. They will be getting a bye through the first round of this 9-team tournament. Below them, Sado Meizo representing France going up against LVG Alaga from Japan. The winner of that one will go through to face off against number 1 seed We Suck. Below there we have Tiger Saito representing Spain against V&V Returns from the USA. Below there, Old Glory and Engrave on Memory will be our feature match for the first round. Two Japanese teams with quite the history with one another. And then at the bottom of the bracket will be Mohamed Salawat and one of the Japanese squads in the number 2 position. We will not be wasting time at all as we'll be kicking things off with Engrave on Memory against... Oh, actually, hold the phone on that one. I think they may have jumped the gun on me a bit. Let me just check on that. Yes, they have already started. How unfortunate. Alright, well in that case, what we'll do instead is we'll set things up for our community game and try and pick up that one once perhaps it gets through to game number 2. So if you'd like to come and join, if you're on iOS, I'm going to start things off with an old traditional free-for-all on the streets. So if you're on iOS, do come and play. Shazoom! There you go. The lobby is up. It is open. Come and show off your skills live on stream. Make yourself a few more friends along the way. Camera TV, why, that is a very kind request of you. That's a new one. Thank you for that. Alright. Lethal Games, you're a member of Team Keizo. Are Team Keizo playing today? If they are, then congratulations. I don't remember seeing them. Let's see. So, Lethal Games, Team Keizo. Let's see. No, not playing today. Where are Team Keizo playing in? Are they in iOS Red? Or in one of the other tournaments, Lethal Games? Aka Missouri, over on Facebook. Thank you for all of the affection. It's greatly appreciated. Actually, hold the phone for a second. I think we might actually have a backup ESL match. So let me just have a quick check across and see if those guys have started. Sado Meizo versus LVG. Doesn't seem to be up. Alright, in that case, I'll just create that free-for-all once more, get you guys back in. ESL 123, sorry about that. We'll see if we can grab the two Japanese squads in their second game. Because that should be a pretty solid performance. Alright guys, so apologies for that if you were on your way before. Masera, NT, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a lovely time, wherever you might happen to be along the way. Voltax, Ellis, Gonzal, welcome, welcome. Let's get you guys added up as friendos and make sure you can make it across to future games. Oh, well, how confusing. It seems like maybe... Okay, yes, it doesn't look like we're going to get that first ESL match. But I think we've got enough to start us off, so I'm going to come and join in with this myself. Especially because we've got Bleach play. Alright, let's get things kicked off. I will warn you guys ahead of time, I am not very good at the game. Enthusiastic, but unfortunately, not matched in skill as it will be in flinging grenades all over the place. Alright, let's give it a try. Ooh-ah. Well, case in point. Well, that was definitely the right place for a time. Hey! So, oh boy. Oh man! Well, I got a little bit of a pre-fire on there. It didn't quite work out in the end. But hey, do come and join in ESL 123. It's not about my performance, it's about you guys getting a chance to make some friends the old-fashioned way, which is by shooting each other in the face. Ah, Bleach! How rude. How rude. Oh, hello. Hello! Well, I call it about a win. Hero Gaming, thank you for the support. Hero Gaming is Simon, our trusty moderator in the chat. Hero of the stream, he has put so much of his own time into making sure the stream goes well, so please show him your appreciation. Uh-huh. Must be just below us? Oh, they bamboozled us! Corona Vincente are on Facebook. Good to see ya, good to see ya. Hopefully we're not going to get bamboozled again. Oh no! We got double bamboozled. What in the world? What in the world? Ah. Ah. That's... Well, I thought it was a quite well placed grenade. Ultimately... Something's up on the... Oh yeah, I thought Lonely Color was going to be coming down there. Hola, Corona Vincente. So we've had Android and PC so far today. Ooh. Well, that was confusing. Alright, let's change things up just a little bit with the DBS. Still got a COM 4 for some reason, but hey. Oh man, actually, what was I going to do? Let's go for the support. Alright, well that's going pretty alright. Hello! Humiliation. Ah, well, let's get out of here because apparently Engrave on Memory have set up for their game number 2. Alright. Just to confirm who won game number 1 before we hop into game number 2 between Engrave on Memory and Old Glory. This should be an absolutely fantastic game with 2 extremely strong teams. That's why I wanted to go out of my way, especially to make sure that we saw this one. Yes, this one's not in progress, so we'll be going on to Vantage to see these 2 teams go at one another. Let's jump into the lobby. And there we go. Oh, excuse me. Need to update the team names. Swap around and we're good to go. Old Glory apparently winning game number 1. Let's see, so let's look up these guys' recent history. Old Glory, they have got 2 tournament wins in a recent memory. Engrave on Memory would have had a tournament win just recently, but unfortunately for them, they fell victim to Old Glory. And I believe that tournament grand final. So this is a finals rematch we're seeing here. Should be absolutely fantastic. Hope you guys do enjoy as we kick things off with our first official on-screen ESL game. Whoa! I don't know quite how that one happened there, but Rusey got themselves into a little bit of a pickle to start things off. Ryu getting a nice long-range shot there as the teams exchange. Rusey again going to fire back some heavy aggression early on, dropping down the tower. Dropping down the turret, rather, in close quarters. Nice coverage of the entrance there. Will catch an Engrave on Memory player just peeking themselves around the corner. Engrave chucking their grenades in en masse to try and clear Rusey out, but Rusey in the right place to avoid, has got something cooking of their own. Going to clear out the entrance, will keep putting down the pressure while their teammates cover the side. It's Ryu who's holding up that side as Rusey goes down. This is an opportunity for Engrave on Memory to break into Old Glory territory. Remember, game 1 in favor of Old Glory. Engrave now trying to bust in. They didn't get too far though before they fell back once again. Onion and Zilu pushing up, taking the kills that they can. There is a recon aircraft up in the air, which is spotting out Engrave on Memory before they make the moves. I think it has been clipped away. You can see, while these guys can see each other, they can't. Oh, or maybe they can if your name is Rai, coming in from the side, breaking the rules of engagement. Onion, the only one left outside now, surrounded by Old Glory players. That with that PR39 newest beneficiary of the buff in the latest patch. Getting a little bit of love to provide the alternative to that Cog V on the Assault class. Doing some pretty decent work. Let's check in. So Rai, currently the top scoring player as we check in around this top area. We can see Engrave on Memory, while they may have very temporary control over the top, it has not been too rewarding. A very popular place to get floor banged, taking a grenade through the floor. As MIT, hot free agent, we've noted before, They are one of the newest additions to the Old Glory roster. And a big pickup. MIT only been part of the team along with Ryu. Both of them picked up in the last week. Ryu and MIT both doing okay in this game, but it's hard to compete with Rai and Rusei, particularly Rai. Very low deaths, so of course they'll die the second we mention it, because they're just feeling a little bit shy. On the other side of things, oh boy, there are not so good numbers for Engrave on Memory. They're falling pretty significantly behind. FBO, Facebook's stopping live? Oh, let me have a check over there. I don't know if I can... I might just need to restart the broadcast if that's stopped working. Let's have a look. Sorry about this, guys. And Rusei, particularly right. No, it looks to be live to me. I'll try reloading the page, FBO. Or maybe trying a different browser if it's being a bit funny. Ryu up the stairs with the shred. Does fall down, but it's going to take a hell of a lot more than that. Onion will pick off the recon aircraft, at least. Engrave on Memory behind by 14 kills there. Rusei just being absolutely devastating, bringing that big old scope out to enable some longer range firepower. Good use of the turret there, but unfortunately not enough to dissuade 3 different members of Engrave on Memory. I'm glad to see you guys are all making friends in the YouTube chat. Lovely. Rusei continuing to put the numbers as MIT and Makoto pick up 2 more. Oh, glory. They're almost through to the next round of ESL competition, where they will face off against the winners of another Japanese team and the Mohamed Salawat American squad in the semi-finals. MIT has stepped up that hot import for the squad. Going to end up with a very good score. Missing? No, I tell a lie, not missing that last shot. Pushing it through to inflate those numbers and show why MIT was considered a very hot prospect for the Old Glory squad. Alright. So let's see. So Rusei, the top scorer on the team for over 100 days, along with Rusei and Rai. So both of those players on the team for almost the same amount of times, but MIT definitely stepping up as the hot property in that last game. So that game is all kinds of done. Old Glory, they've got themselves the place through to the semi-finals. I'm just going to let Aviator Feature know who is our admin for today. Let's get you guys back onto stream once more. ESL 1, 2, 3. We're going to set up another iOS community game. Mego Ascuro Exodia. Hello, Mego from Tampa. Tampa, Florida. Well, lovely to have you along for today's stream. I hope you enjoy the competition today and also come and join us for these community games as well. Alright, let's go to conversion. ESL 1, 2, 3. Let's make this one a team battle. So come and join us, one and all. Tempo, OP, MIT, yes. Tempo and Wusus, what do you guys think of MIT's performance in that last one? Was it up to your standard? Certainly later on, they picked up a good amount of kills to really push up that scoreline. But I think earlier on, they were struggling a little bit. Mego. I'm glad to hear I got the place right. I've learned all of my geography from wrestling entrances, so if there was never a pro wrestler from your town, I probably haven't heard of it. Alright, Gold Cam, question mark, Lonely Connor. And one more. ADY, hey! Long time player, good to see you, good to see you. That's enough to get us started for this break game. So guys, we'll be back after the break with hopefully some more ESL action. But for now, enjoy the limelight. You can still, of course, join in all the way through. Just using that passkey ESL123, and we'll catch you on the other side of the break. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back, everybody. Well, let's take ourselves a quick look-see and see who is representing. Of course, it's question mark up there at the top with Woosus in a close pursuit. Alright, guys. I think we may have our next ESL game before too much longer. But before we do, let's make sure that we are going to get as many games of MC5 on stream as possible. Let's go for a team battle, which I will join in myself. Construction site will be our destination. ESL 1, 2, 3, not 3, 3. Not at all. That doesn't make no sense. No thing, no way. Alright, lobby is going up. Oh, hello. I think we might have got tagged already. I do apologize, guys. In which case, we'll have to abandon ship on this one because I think our next ESL match is ready right now. Let's have a quick check. Yes. Okay. So it's Mohamed Salat versus what appears to be at least some members of Into the Wild. Let me just do a quick Google Translate on what that team is called. Oh, I'm going to have no idea what I'm saying. From Japanese, it's the Gabaman Empire. Okay. I don't know what that is. But hey, If any of you guys know, what is Gabberman Empire? Actually, I suppose we just do a quick Google search myself. Literally, there are no results on Google absolutely at all. Alright. Well, that's the thing. Let's get everything reset up here. So, Mohammed Salawat. Let's go with MSW versus Gabberman Empire GBM? Yeah. Or GBE. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, hey. It's some German friends. Welcome, welcome. We're about to get kicked off with our next ESL encounter. Let me just update the status. Whoops. Ah, crud. That was a mistake. I think the players may have already picked up on the fact they did that. So there you go, the force of habit. I accidentally shared the match. Oh boy, oh boy. I can't believe that never has happened before. Oh. Joaquim Cantida. You shoot a whole magazine and they have 100% health. Sometimes people do have extra health, which will kind of make things a bit more confusing. And also they might have some kind of bullet resistance as well. Mego, you're waiting for Commando Arms? I have to make it clear that that I am not a developer, so I'm afraid I don't have any idea as to when certain things are going to be coming out. I'm merely a humble commentator dude who happens to like MC5. Alright, I think the lobby is being set up over again. So let's pop back in there. Apologies for that, guys. That's totally my bad. I think it might take a little... Let's see. I'll have a quick check and see if it's the same passkey. And then we'll get back into things. Raccoon Cantina. What I would probably recommend is if you have the ability to film your game in some way, like record it, then it's going to make it a lot easier for Game Loss to be able to track down what it is that's actually going on with your game. If it's something that can be fixable. But as it is, well, as I said, unfortunately I'm not a developer, so I can't answer that kind of question myself. But if you can get a video of it happening, I'd imagine they have a much better chance identifying what the problem actually is. Right, so let's have a check in to our upcoming teams. So, GBE with Shanji. Yep, that makes sense. I think they are the Into the Wild. Okay, so Joaquim Cantida or Cantinda? If you send an email in to modelingcomebackcommunity@gmail.com, or if you get in contact with Gameloft customer care, which is support.gameloft.com, no wwws in there, they should be able to help you out in terms of getting that figured out what was going on. Now guys, it looks like we might have a little bit of a wait before the MSW squad shows up. So grab yourselves some delicious water, and we'll be back with ESL action before you know it. Alright guys, it looks like that previous game is not going to happen, which is a bit disappointing. But still, we'll do our best to get you guys back out into the midst of things once more. ESL 123, come and join us live on stream. It's all there for the taking. Let's do it. What's a good... Yeah, I think Particle Waves is a good way to get things kicked off. So ESL 123, come and show what you're made of, SMB sub. Please do come along for the ride. Excellent. Gold, KO, Magnet, and Taco. Welcome, welcome. Why, you remind me of a taco that I once had. Alright, we'll see if we can grab a couple more bodies to warm up these cold, open spaces of Scramble. It's a N, you got your water for nothing. Ah. Well, when you buy counterfeit brand water, it's never for nothing. What I'm trying to say is it's very overpriced. Ah, it's an N! You're gonna go on the opposite team! Betrayal! You stabbed me with a nail. I guess I had it coming. There we go, it's an N. Me and you forming a super team. Let's do it! So I'll do my very best to try and get things set up. It's an N. I will at some point have to start selling, you know, just some off-brand water, or branded water, as the case may be. Alright, let's do it. Oh no! Wait, where were they from?
I like what's happening here.
Oh no! Shot in the butt! And it's too late. Oh no, I'm being EMP'd as well. Oh. Alright, I'll take it. So I figure there's a lot to be said for where one is fighting. Oh man, I think I just dropped my aim at the wrong time there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Hey, right place, right time, I suppose that time. Oh no! Man, this is a close game. Wait, what? Oh man. Alright. Man, the people keep on sneaking up. I'm gonna fall back while we're getting EMP'd.
Recon aircraft. Recon active. Drone launched.
How are we doing? Well, not the worst we've ever played.
Airstrike called.
Well, man, the blue team did a really good job there of just breaking through to our backline again and again.
Lost the match.
Sheesh. Alright, so I think we are going to get to see our next ESL match, so I won't start up another community game. Mohammed Harfouche, unfortunately we can't offer technical support on this stream, but if you do head across to... where have I got the details for? support.gameloft.com. Then they'll be able to help you out. Unfortunately, I have no knowledge whatsoever about how to sort out technical stuff at all. But anyway. Hey, Boom Squad. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's give this pass key a try and see what we've got for us. So, I'm not sure if we've got anyone through to the semi-final stages of it yet. Yes, we have. Old Glory versus GBE. Alright. I know, they forgot to put in spectator. Alright, let's see if we can get them to remake. Alright, there we go. Message did get across. So we'll be back into that in just a second. Apologies for that, guys. Sometimes the teams do forget to do that. One at Boom Squad is your 7th ESL. Oh gosh. Boom Squad, which team are you playing on? Leon. I'm trying to think. Well, the nice thing about the ESL competition is that at least it doesn't cost you anything to enter, apart from your time and commitment. Oh, actually. Oh, how confusing. Okay, so yes, it's going to be We Suck versus Elva G. Let me just grab the details for each of these ones. So Elva G Alagra from Japan, headed up by veterans and team captain Dumbo and Roxu. So that's We Suck over on the right hand side. And that, of course, will... No, sorry. Elva G Alago over the right hand side, which means We Suck is over on the other. Gosh. As we can see, the Elva G team looks like it's a very suspiciously like it could just be at least most of the Zodiac's team. As to which team gold is, I'm not totally sure. Let's see. So gold Leon, is there a gold team? No? Okay. Just tagged that way, I suppose. So guys, we'll be kicking things off for our next ESL encounter. This will be our last quarterfinal of the day. It's all gone a bit wonky because of having 9 teams rather than just 8. But hey, we appreciate you guys showing up in numbers for today's competition. Keeps the tournaments going. Whoever wins out here will go on to face against Tiger Sato, representing Spain. I think the Old Glory semi-final may well happen while we're in this game. But hey, what can you do, huh? Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, ESL, we're back in the mix once again. LVG over on the right hand side. Let's give him a slightly easier name to say. Let's go for EGA. That seems a bit more reasonable. If anyone does understand what that team name kind of computes out to, then do let me know. So, We Suck in the blue, EGA over in the red. Looking like the We Suck team composed of at least more than a few gold team members, in fact all but one. And for the from the EGA side, it's composed of all but one Zodiac team members. As We Suck start things off very well, controlling the center. Dumbo from the EGA side of things will disconnect and leave things in a bit of an awkward situation for the for the EGA team. For now though, Beats has been tossed across to the far right hand side, while Veterans gets the work done face to face with that BSW sniper rifle. EGA in the lead, just I think pretty much because of Veterans seems to be unstoppable. We Suck are swarming around the top of the field, but they seem to be a little caught off guard here. Don't know quite how to lock down those EGA kills. Oh, hello. We've got more players than we would expect here. That's a 6-player roster for We Suck. So that's news. Just gonna let admin know about that. So this could well lead to a rematch being put through here. Not quite sure where that 6th player came from. Of course, it's only 5 versus 5. Though it doesn't seem to be slowing down the teams at all. I don't know if anyone just haven't noticed. But, hey. Well, it's a little hard to say because we don't know, because there's no sort of team selection dialogue coming in. It's always hard to know if there is an extra player, what is, what caused it to happen. As, whoa! Dr. Ox, 8-3. Very nasty stuff. At some point, I'm hoping to get pushed through a actual team, well, to get prioritized a team selection dialogue for the game. I think that would help clear up some of these kind of situations, even if it doesn't necessarily come up all the time. EGA is certainly not slowing down at all, going 5 versus 6. In fact, if anything, it just seems to be giving them more targets to choose from. I think it was Mad who joined in. So let's see. Is Mad one of the players? Yes, for We Suck. Okay, well, I don't know. That's a rather strange outcome, but yeah, it's definitely not helping them at all. So Mad who joined in, what's their score? One of the better scores on the team, I suppose. Leon 0-7, that's got to be a tough game to come out of. Hard TMESL. Gonna go make your ESL loadout. Well, that is a well invested time. EGA, they win this first game pretty darn comfortably. The Zodiac's family by any other name closing out with a 20 kill advantage. And, honestly, putting on quite the performance. So guys, we will have to have a discussion with the admin as to what's going to happen in game number 2. For that one, though, it was still a pretty devastating performance. Veterans taking the number 1 spot, along with strong performances from Analucho and from Zodiac Beats as well. Guys, we'll be back in just a second for the second round between We Suck and EGA. Howdy, howdy, howdy. We are switching to our semi-final stages between Old Glory and the Gabberman Empire. We wanted to make sure you guys didn't miss out on this top quality competition. We'll be heading out on to Vantage to start things off to find ourselves our first finalist of the day. A good chance we'll end up being able to see the second semi-final as well if this one only goes to 2 games. Yes, Marcus Stenison, we are playing versus via an iOS device. I'm using a screen sharing program to get that onto my PC and therefore transmit it to all you fan people. Starting things off, we are seeing absolutely no kills, but that is just about to change as both teams finally find each other, and in that warm embrace they'll find their opening kills. Shanji up on the top, getting a nice set up kill from up on high. Gonna try and cover their escape with a flurry of grenades, expecting the Old Glory team to turn up. Now, GME, they basically just look to be into the wild, but GME is what they are listed as on the tournament, so try not to confuse things too much by having them listed as into the wild, as less confusing as that could be. Dumbo iOS, good to see you over on the YouTube page. Old Glory gonna pick up 2 more then, make that 3 for themselves. Let's find those numbers. So Rusei and Makoto, Ryu and Rai all managing to pick up kills for the squad. Rusei, of course, the Cobra, tending to play just a little bit more aggressive, so tends to be a good player to watch. It's going to try and get up in the face of GME. Very long cut grenade there, takes it right into Zara's face. Has got the turret for backup. Got locked down here. Nice slotting of the grenade pass to drive out the prey. And Rusei is going wild here. Will finally fall down. There's only so long you can stay in one place without getting outflanked. And Makoto will demonstrate that to Zara as well. Trevi, welcome to the stream. We are in our semi-final stages. Old Glory currently with the advantage. Rusei playing very aggressively for the squad, taking the share of the limelight so far, along with Makoto playing things out a little bit more safe and secure. Zara with a nice double kill though starts to bring GME back into the game. I think Zara's going to be, yes, their best performing, or at least one of the highest kill numbers on the squad, as Peizo trades things across. A 8 kill advantage for Old Glory is a pretty solid way to start off the semis. Let's pop out to the big map and see how things are playing out. We have got a flank from Rusei coming in. Nice flank around. Rusei really locking in the major numbers as we cross the 4 minutes remaining mark on our first semi-final game. Sakai, trying to sneaky peek around the side, does get tagged, somehow survives the experience with minimal health. Rusei, still able to follow up, trade themselves across, and of course, as we've said so many times in the past, when you're a team that's ahead, the best thing you can have is a player who's going to just generate a lot of kills, a lot of deaths for themselves along the way. Honestly, that just doesn't matter. 1 for 1, even 2 for 1 at this point, GME are going to struggle to catch up. Alex Diamond, yes, we had this discussion a little bit earlier on about the Bullet Life camo was available on the black market very briefly. I don't know how many people have it at this point, but I think there has been some discussion about trying to get another ESL camo in, but no info about that at this point. Certainly would be good to try and keep the exclusivity and prestige gained by only having camo that's only accessible by being the very best of competitive MC5 players. Old Glory, they are staying way ahead. Rusei will actually lose out in that last exchange, which is honestly a pretty surprising development. For the rest of Old Glory are still stepping up. Rai going it face to face. We'll get the cut down with a Jade Stone. In the center, Ryu is trying to control things with the shred. We'll get flanked around on by multiple other members, switching to the pistol, trying to do a runner. Has got that impotent to be able to get away just a little bit faster, but it's not enough. Sakai grabs the kill. GME, though, in a whole world of trouble. While they may be able to pick up these kills in close quarters, there's nothing saying they're going to be able to advance on the firing line. Rusei, Makoto, they are the welcome wagon for Old Glory, waiting for GME to make that advance across the wide open spaces. Sakai is going to try and find their flank around, with Shanji providing fire support. On the other side, Zara and Peizo going to make their move forward. The twin-pronged attack of GME could pay off big or could just get cut down. Rusev, of course, the one leaping into strike. Zara does get the kill, but immediately gets traded back. Again, even trades. Old Glory feeling more than free and happy. A bit over a minute left to play. Old Glory, I don't know if they're going to go for anything more aggressive here, try and lock down the 50 kills. It feels supremely unnecessary at this point, as Rusei finds the right place, right time. Zara and the rest of GME, they are starting to make a move across. Maybe going to start disrupting some of the firing line, but no. Ryu and Rice, oh man. The words, they ain't coming out of my mouth. Providing enough of the backline. Rise can try and get a flank of their own with the Cog V. Valuing that range, Zara able to trade the kill back, but it's just pushing us towards the inevitable end. Big transfer player MIT has quietly been picking up a whole heck of a lot of points. 8 and 2 so far up on those stairs. Does sense there's trouble coming their way. Respawn just below them. Zara, I think it might be about to cause a lot of trouble, but no, MIT doesn't even blink. And for Zara, they will blink no more. Old Glory, they take that first semi-final game with a 20 kill advantage. Stop me if you've heard that one before. Woo! Impressive stuff. Rai and MIT, the standout players, and of course Rusey, more than willing to get their teeth, their venom, their fangs into the opposition. For GME, or Into the Wilds, they might otherwise be known. Sakai, definitely performing the best from the squad, but some disappointing performances towards the lower end. In fact, the lower 3 of GME, I think, led to their early demise. Guys, we'll be going to a short break. When we come back, our second semi-final game between GME and Old Glory. Will it be another 20-point wonder sending Old Glory to the finals, or will GME find their way back into the series? These answers and more, 7 minutes away. Welcome back, my friends. We are heading now on to the second semi-final game between GME and Old Glory. Last time round, it was a rout in favour of the glorious ones themselves, with a 20 kill advantage. Why, that's just hard to argue with. Old Glory, they have got multiple tournament wins in a row, only being denied by the impossible missions force. Certainly, last time Old Glory and Into the Wild, of which the GME squad is composed of, I think, almost entirely. Last time these two teams met, it did go in favour of Old Glory. It's seeming like history is going to repeat itself once again. Of course, we're still going to see who's incoming from the other side of the bracket, but right now, here on Conversion, Old Glory, they are dominating proceedings. Let's check in with the raw numbers. Kiri, the big shaft, and this time round as MIT will go up face to face. Unstoppable will be stopped. Unkillable will be killing. Old Glory almost up to double digits before GME managed to get up to 10 of their own. Janji doing everything they can to change that. And it was a near thing. One step closer to salvaging the series for GME, but still a long way from safety. A minute and a half down. Old Glory remain ahead by 10. GME starting to claw and fight and punch their way back into this game. Janji and Zara trying to lead the charge around the place. Janji going up against multiple red team members. Manages to get that first kill. I think maybe even the second one as well. Does take some chatter on the backside. Managing to slide in right into the faces of the opposing side. Old Glory, they still are ahead. It's by 8. Janji spotting the opposition coming down the stairs. Will immediately put them down. Looking for a second kill. Can't quite manage it. Ryu with a PR39 may be able to pick up where they left off. The bowling run will clear out the top part of the map while Peizo gets stuck in close and personal down towards the bottom. Kiri picking up another kill. Old Glory doing extraordinarily well. Ryu grabbing a kill for themselves as Peizo works their magic around the top, starting to pick up some serious numbers. Sakai struggling in this game. MIT again showing why they're one of the hottest players right now. It was a very big deal when they made the move across to Old Glory. MIT, previously a member of the No Players Only Practice.gg team, but it's really been around the block more than a few times. MIT at one point was on the Zodiac's family, was on Into the Wild, who they're effectively playing against right now. And that was even only just a few months ago. Well, I said a few months ago, about 5 months ago. So, I think that's what happens though. If you have one player on the team that is carrying everybody, eventually they're going to find a team where they just don't have to do that. It's a lot of pressure to be putting on a player, and it's a lot of kills flying into Old Glory's pockets. They're going to get a very similar scoreline to game number 1. 20 kills ahead, won't quite be that good this time round as GME try and take shelter where they can. Old Glory, I think, are playing with their food a little bit, knowing there's no possibility whatsoever of a GME comeback. Makoto will get picked off from range. There we go. Finally, the number 4 MIT, of course, will be the one to speed themselves in and lock down a second semi-final victory for Old Glory. Let's get you guys out of here for a quick break game. And recognition, of course, to MIT. Extremely impressive stuff. So, ESL 1, 2, 3, come and join us for our break game while we wait for our next dose of ESL action. What do you guys think of the tracker that we're seeing on the screen right now at the moment? Do you guys think it seems to be reasonable, or is it too powerful, too weak, too strong, or just right? ESL 1, 2, 3, let's get the party started for this break game. Let's go for Museum. We haven't been seeing very much of that today. Ali Caravan, welcome, welcome. If you're on iOS, you can come and join in these games if you've got a loadout that includes a tier 7 and below weapon, tier 3 and below armor. It's something of an approximation of what you see in the ESL competition. So get in while you can. Hey, it's the gold team back in again. Krypton Co-Magnet. Good to see you. Ali Caravan Golden is noobs. Oh no. How rude. Well, we can see here that Gold, they're trying to get themselves as much practice opportunity as possible. And it's always about, it's not about how good you are, it's about how good you will be. Of course, while we're seeing teams like Old Glory recapturing some of that former glory, as it looks like we might be seeing kind of like a scrim developing here, a practice game where we play against the Gold team as a unit. And honestly, it's not a bad idea. Sometimes squad battles just ain't enough. Oh no, we've got even more Gold members coming in as well. I think we might be seeing a Gold versus Gold and a Goldathon. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ali, you're Ike TR? Nice. I think I've seen you in the games before. Leon, hello YouTube. Good to see you, good to see you. Alright, we'll get this one started as a Gold versus Gold. All the gold. Let's get it on, and we'll catch you guys on the other side of the break. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. Hey, let's see. It looks like one side of the equation ended up far superior to the others. Impressive. Alright, let's get things back on the road once again. I believe, actually, older phone. We've actually got our next pass key. I believe it's going to be for the other semi-finals between, let's check, LVG Alaga and Tiger Sato. We'll be jumping into that game in just a few seconds more, so stick with us, guys. We are fairly close to our finals already. Whew. Let's see, what have you guys been saying? Lots of stuff in Japanese. Oh, hey. Let's do a quick translate on that one and see what folks is saying. Hello, Vasquez. I'm glad to hear that. For ESL, you're OP. Well, that's a kind of thing for you to say. Hard TMSL. There we go. So, game number 2 is coming up. So we'll hop into that. Oh, hello. That's a bit weird. It looks like they maybe started the game by accident. How strange. Alright, that's a oddity. Okay, Omega, they call us NAB in that global match. Well, what can you do, huh? What can you do? Just write it down in your book of grudges and make sure to take out on them on another occasion. So, if any of you guys weren't aware, from update 30, which we're on at the moment, there was actually a... Well, this doesn't affect the iOS guys, but for the PC and Android players, the changes from update 30 actually weren't turned on in terms of balance. So I think we were seeing some people who were saying it didn't feel like much had changed. That was in fact because nothing had changed, at least in balance respects. It has been alleviated. I believe it's been hotfixed now to be in a position. So the lobby we're trying to get into seems to have run away from us. Playboy from Brazil. Hola a todos. ¿Cómo está? Hard TM ESL. You're going to make a video of MC5 MIT. Well, that's a great idea. If there's a player who needs to show off their skills, then I think it's one of them. Angel Velacrez. Yes, we will be getting you that lobby as soon as it is available. Currently, it is not, though. Let's see if there's any word from the players as to what's going on. For any of you guys who are just dropping by the stream for the first time, here is the bracket for today. So we've already got our way through with Old Glory taking the wins to move into the grand final. We're now going to be trying to find our second grand finalist, if such a notion is possible. Alright, well, there doesn't seem to be one forthcoming, so with that in mind, we're going to set up a free-for-all just to give you guys something to do while we wait for some clarification on what's going on with that second semi-final game. So come and join ESL 1, 2, 3. Emmanuel Messas, good to see ya, good to see ya. Alright, let's get that custom game lobby up now. Get you guys back onto stream, even if we're having some problems raising our players, which we can only apologise for. Valentina, hope you'll come along. Global chat invite in the English language chat. Just switch across on the language there if you're trying to find it and it's not in your local chat room. Come and show us what you're capable of. So we'll be running custom games till we get an answer on our semi-finals. Hey, Black Panther. Queen's Kapinan clan here. Ah, is that your team? Black Panther? I don't remember seeing that team name. Have you played in ESL before? If not, I would definitely recommend it. Oh yes, also if you type all in caps, then things tend to get upset. Oh, hello, hold the phone a second. I think we may have actually had a changed passkey. So let me give that a try and see if we can get back in it to our official ESL competition. Apologies for any of you guys who do come through. Ah, you are the captain of your team. Well, hello, hello. Were you thinking about joining in ESL competition? I hope so. It's always good to see some new players, some new faces coming to the battlefield. So we got given a key, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. How confusing. We'll get an update from Taco. It's not up yet. Ooh, ooh. Then they're just messing with us. Of course, guys, we'll be back tomorrow for iOS Red, so we hope you'll come and join that. Also, for any of you guys who did notice we are missing the previously scheduled monthly files, there has had to be a change of venue. So while we'll still have our finals next weekend, the ones for this weekend will have to be moved to a following week. Apologies for that, guys. So back into things once again. So we've got Issa N, Issa D, and Issa F. Brexit okay. Oh! And Takeo. So let's just check in and see who everybody is. I think Alpha G is probably IMF by another name. No, wait, that's right. So, oh, that's right. Sorry, Tiger Sato are IMF by same name. Honestly, I don't know why they're playing on a different team. Ah, these guys are such memers. So normally part of the IMF squad representing Korea, this time representing Spain for reasons best known to themselves. Let's get into it. Tiger did get the first uppercut, but we'll have to see if they can finish the job. Out onto the battlefield swarm the troops of both teams. ELVGA, with the disadvantage, will take a little bit of early fire, dropping across the first kill. Veterans gonna drop down right in front of number 2, Issa D, the newest Issa of the lot. Tiger, or IMF as they're known every other place, the tournament favourites wherever they go. An absolutely terrifying squad who are teaching us all new ways to play MC5 every time we see them play. Down below the closed quarters will blow everything up. It's an F with a follow-up. won't quite be able to get that DBS shotgun into close quarters. Brexit comes from the side, does land that first shot, but not enough damage done to secure the kill. Grenades will follow up to try and catch veterans off guard. They sneak around the side, they take that first shot, doesn't quite go through. Will have the grenade to try and cover their retreat, but no! Will get cut down. Beats tries to make the defense, but gets overrun. Dumbo gonna do what they can to keep the home fires burning, but instead they are just getting it torn to pieces. ELVGA now on the run, otherwise known as Zodiacs. AM2000, welcome to the stream. ELVGA managing to maybe just fool us for a second that a comeback was going to be forthcoming, but instead Tiger remain in control. Brexit trying to come around the corner, maybe thinking about going up those stairs. No, instead going to follow up the teammate for the full frontal assault. Tiger going full bodily in force into the ELVGA squad. It is a brawl all around the center. Taco right in the middle of three. It's a F with the follow-up. Not quite there. Doesn't want to drop down into that much trouble. Does spot a target. Doesn't quite manage to get the kill. Up the stairs comes their nemesis. Taco with the follow-up, switching across to the shotgun for that close range firepower. Of course, the slack, it's not bad at all if you're just trying to make a huge mess of things. It's a F coming from the side. We'll have to watch out for getting hit from up on high. As Veterans is on the second floor getting cut down in that last exchange. Taco coming in to make sure the trade goes in to Tiger's favor. Hey, hey, hey! Good to see ya, AM2000. We are seeing Tiger, a rebranded Impossible Missions Force. That's right, the team to destroy all teams in MC5. They've got themselves a new name, perhaps even a new attitude, but the results remain very much the same. They are tearing into ELVGA, the red team, with reckless abandon. We're close to halfway through this second semi-final game. Tiger having already taken game number one, and even with a different name, the fact that they are headed for the finals at a rate of knots has not been changed in the slightest. AM2000, we are on iOS right now. We are live with our tournament play, and we are making sure that every moment counts. Tiger, with a 20 kill advantage, they get hold of the semi-finals. They put that one down in a short order. And that means they are headed right to the finals. So there we go. Brexit gets the most kills. Oh boy, oh boy. Speaking as a British person, that hurts me. It hurts me greatly. But the various ISs also putting in a shift. And that last piece of ESL action, we'll have to say goodbye to ELVGA, otherwise known as the Zodiacs family. Made it through to the semis. Unfortunately, weren't expecting the Crouching Tigers. AM2000, which window are you talking about if you're not talking about the platform? I feel like I'm missing something here. Alright, we're going to go for a team battle for what could potentially be our last break of the stream. ESL. 1, 2, 3. AM2000, I feel like maybe we're all misunderstanding what it is you're asking. Maybe you could ask a different way. Custom game lobby is up. Valentina and the Gold Clan, come and show us what you're capable of. Ooh, rah. I'm gonna have to look at what Tiger Sato is now, because I assumed it was actually a... I don't know, honestly. So, Tiger Sato is apparently some kind of athlete. It's a skier? A Japanese skier? Alright. Well, Can't argue with that, I suppose. If someone my food, give me an iPhone X and I'll come play with you. Why? You seem like a person who's easy to please. AM2000, this guy writing Windows? How? What? I have no idea what you're talking about, AM2000. But hey, we're having a good time. We're trying to figure it out. Guys, we're going to start up this last community game of the stream, most likely. We'll catch you guys on the other side of the break, so do enjoy, and we'll see you with our grand finals in just a few short minutes' time. Alright, my babies, it's time. Tiger and Old Glory. New stories written anew. The first page here on the streets. Tiger roaring out of the blocks, sending Teko over to the flank with the rest of the team. Gonna work on the upper field. Tiger get the first 2 kills. Charging in. Nice bit of pre-fire there from Issa N. Expecting the opportunity. Rusei providing the fast spot from up and high will get knocked down by Tiger. And the rest of the squad. Taco over on the side. It's going to drive Old Glory back into their own base. Issa N taking the direct approach as well. Issa F front facing towards the enemy. Does get knocked down while Brexit dances between the raindrops, and Taco is there to provide the fire support. Old Glory, they managed to break out onto the main map, trying to hit those long range sniper shots. 1 minute to go, or 1 minute past even. Tiger are in control, but Old Glory are starting to get some points back in the barrel. Kiri is getting some success from up on high. Is going to flank coming around from Issa D though. Thinking about lurking beneath, looking for that angle. Can't quite find it. That spots them. Unleashes the Severance, but can't quite get the kill through. Taco on the other side. And Issa D, they avoid getting caught out, I believe, by that airstrike. Issa N, they're coming around the side. Going to try and flank and outflank the opposition. Issa N going to go for that bit of the pre-fire on the corner. Doesn't find it this time around. Kiri is right in the heart of darkness and will put Old Glory back into the game. Great comeback from the Old Glory team, managing to tie things up as Tiger are tested by their most fierce opponents as of yet, and that makes all the sense in the world. Issa N managing to avoid getting caught out by a grenade there. Will find more than they can bargain for at the top of the map as Makoto sneaks around the side, grabs a kill for Old Glory. Nice flank around onto that commander, of course, keeping your flank secured, and a nice bit of headshot action there as well. But for all that's going right for Old Glory, there's still the brawl in the center, which is going in the favor of Tiger. A brutal and a bloody exchange as Tiger, despite Old Glory's best efforts, are still in the head. MC5, you like the night mode of the map? Yes, I think it works actually better as a night mode map. I think it's pretty cool. I think they could definitely afford to do things like this for a few of the existing maps to keep them nice and fresh. It's an N with a flank around from the side. Tiger with control of the center. Gladiator Games. Oh, hey, I didn't notice you dropping in there. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Oh, there you go. Bit of a hiccup on my end, technical-wise. Takeo going to try and take on the entirety of Old Glory, who are just reconstituting their team. 10 kills behind at the halfway mark means Tiger in a very strong position. Brexit going to sneaky beak around while Isadi, woo, gets the double but has it reversed instantaneously. MIT, the big power import for the Old Glory squad, will lose out that 1v1 against Brexit. And as we know, you can't run from a Brexit as much as you might want to. It's an N. Charging up the stairs, will be in the right place to force out a couple more kills. And mean that Tiger, they're close to closing this one out before Old Glory barely get over the halfway mark. That DBS roaring up the stairs. Issa D has got the shield to force entry. The ideal tool, double shields going up the stairs. Very smart play from Tiger. Let's check back in with Issa N at 17 and 5. Will get taken down in the last few seconds. Overrun as the 3 Issas will look to find a single flailing kill, and they will do so. 14 kills ahead, and first point goes to Tigers. Woo! So there we go. It's an N. It's a D. Both pulling out impressive performances from the Old Glory side of things. None of them really managed to get going in that last game. I think it's going some way towards contributing to it being a pretty one-sided encounter. Still though, plenty of time left in this grand finals. We are in best of 5 territory. So, Old Glory, they can turn it around in the next game, or it can all just keep going wrong for them. We shall see. Old Glory, they were able to reclaim the iOS blue throne when the IMF team, or as they're known here, Tiger Sato, were away. Now, so the team that some would consider to be the true owners of that throne have returned, and Old Glory are going to have one hell of a job holding on. We'll find out what happens 7 minutes or less for game number 2 of our grand finals. The drums in the deep. Old Glory and Tiger will clash once more. This time, we're headed to the fog-swept confines of the rooftop. Old Glory, they suffered in a game number 1 the indignity of a crushing defeat. 16 kills ahead for Tiger, but this early play seems to be very evenly focused. Brexit falling back in the face of overwhelming Ryu grenades. Very nicely done. Though Issa N does get some revenge in short order as well. Very, very close. Ryu up on top of the roof, pretty much by themselves. MIT has dropped down to the lower bounds of the level on the hunt themselves as it's turned into a complete run and gun affair. Kiri doing some nice work, picking up their first 2 kills. Gets blown up, though, by a special delivery of high explosives, courtesy of Brexit. I knew it. That was the hidden information they were trying to keep from us this whole time. Minute down, and it's dead even between the 2 squads. It's a D grabbing one of their own down towards the center. Uses the smoke and flames to cover their approach that time round. But Kiri is continuing to work down. It's a D, though. Ferrets them out and locks down another kill. Taco has got a chance to drop down, as does Brexit, but they're up on high. In their faces is Issa N, though. That shotgun is ready. Old Glory, they've taken a little bit of damage. Brexit, I think, has been dropping down some grenades onto their head to make their targets just a little bit softer. Issa N throwing out a couple of DBS shots. The Koto and the Old Glory team do manage to actually salvage this play. Issa F gets couple, but it's gonna ultimately be a dead even encounter between the two. Hero Gaming Simon, you have family in California, and there is 5:10 p.m. Hero Gaming, it's 8:08 p.m. Oh, you live 3 hours away from them. Interesting. Gosh, time zones, aren't they just the craziest flippin' thing? As Ryu manages to buy a little bit extra time for Old Glory. Tiger have managed to push into the head. Brexit and Issa N and Issa D. All 3 of them with impressive score lines. The difference makers for their squad. Very small spread on the Old Glory team. Only 3 kills difference between first and last placed players. Shows a team that are working very closely together, and that extra bit of teamwork, well, it might just make the dream work. Marcus Edison, I think it's a little too early to be calling GG's. You've got 4 minutes left on the play for the second grand final game. Tiger may be ahead, and if they win out this game, then they are in a very, very good position in the grand finals, but it's by so far away from being a done deal. MIT Ryu, they're in control on top of those rooftops. They can fire down through the skylights, but I don't think they're going to get too much in the way of targets. Tiger, very little motivation to go and put themselves in peril. They've got control of the lower bounds of these rooftops. They may just look to run this one out, but Kiri picking up 1 kill. There's nothing to say. They couldn't pick off a second as well. Usama, it's 1:12 in the morning. Hey, are you in the UK time? Because it's the same time as what it is here. It's an M firing up through, of course. Those skylights go both ways. Well, Usama, thank you for sticking around. Especially for you late viewers. Do make sure, guys, that you get enough sleep. We will, of course, be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock UK time for iOS Red. So I hope you come and join us for that, and that you're not too tired out with this one. Tiger in control. Tunisia, North Africa, Osama. Oh, cool. I know that there are some places which, oddly enough, have the same time zone as the UK, and I think it might be a trade thing. That at one point it was considered to be easier for everyone to have the same time zone. But that's interesting. Time zones, one of those things that always confuses me. It's very hard to get meetings across countries because of that built-in confusionopoly. Old Glory behind by 4. I think they're going to have to start changing up their strategy. Old Glory are playing like a team who are ahead, trying to pick off those individual kills, make it hard for Tiger to attack them. But it's not going to matter if Tiger just never do it. 2 minutes left to play. And all Tiger are doing is making sure they control as much ground as possible. Ryu does manage to get 1 kill, but we're going to need to see something big. Old Glory, maybe they're looking to try and lure the Tigers into a false sense of security. Another kill coming through. Tiger getting nothing for themselves. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as the saying goes. And for good reason. If a F, it's a F down in the corridors. Old Glory, they feel like they've got the opportunity here to move forward. I think Tiger maybe sticking their head out of the foxholes just a few too many times. Brexit lurking. Let's see, do we have any more proactive members? Hero Gaming Simon has become a ghost. But there's only the ghost of a chance left. Why, a ghost of a chance. For Old Glory, unless they can find and win a fight. Tiger looks like they're going to start clumping up in the corridors. Yes, you can see they are setting up an impossible mission for the Old Glory team, looking to call back to their previous team name. I don't know if Tiger will be it for now, or if Impossible Missions Force is still on the card. Sometimes the teams will make new teams in order to preserve the old team's record. We'll have to see what happens. So, Old Glory, they're down in the corridors. MIT grabs one. Issa N trades back. Tiger in the lead. And a second. Issa N able to keep control for the Tiger team. It's a D stepping in. And Tiger, they burnt through so much of the clock. Old Glory, they wanted to come through, slam in the kills, and make sure they were in a position to pick up this equalizer game. Instead, it's all going wrong. 5 seconds left. They need to get this game back in. Issa F says not today. And that will be it. Tiger, they held their ground and they will be awarded a second game. But this one, a hell of a lot closer than before. Issa N definitely going to get a nod in that match. 14 kills. Pretty impressive. Ryu from the side of Old Glory. Sheesh, that was very, very close. Yes, let's have a great tactic match. I guess it was. Yeah, we had the two teams. They had that standoff for a long time where they weren't sure what the right move was. But as you all know, Tiger or IMF, they are a beast to contend with. One more chance for Old Glory to prove they deserve that spot at the top of the table. One more game. Tiger 2-0. Best of 5 grand finals could be coming to an end in this next game. So grab yourselves some delicious water. Issa N. Good to see you dropping by the YouTube chat. We'll see what you've got for us in Game 3 coming up. whisper. For we see another piece of history being written, a tale of swords eternally retold. Tiger, otherwise known as IMF against Old Glory, the pretenders to their throne. Tiger deploying and executing on some pinpoint stratagems in the previous round on the rooftops, made sure they stayed on top. Now this is the last chance for Old Glory when IMF were unable to attend the previous tournament. Into that open position that slid Old Glory, taking back their previous #1 spot that was forcibly vacated for them by the Tiger IMF team. So far though, Old Glory are showing a good command of the play here on the construction site, controlling the bridge, the sniper nest in the far south side of the map, and keeping their points in the positive as we squeak past that first minute, with Old Glory still in with a fighting chance. It's a D moving forward with that shield very, very strong from one direction, but of course out here on the open parts of the battlefield, that's going to be tough, but it will allow Isadi a chance maybe to get up those stairs that Makoto is defending. Now people were taking the Imp because of its AoE damage on its shots, allows you to punch through the commander's shield. Not so much for the BSW, will have real trouble accessing those big damages. But the person who is not, however, is MIT, keeping the team ahead, being essentially the entire Old Glory team being deployed either to protect in the form of Makoto or to provide distractions. Makoto gets torn up. It's a D, doesn't make it up that ramp, and Old Glory, they stay in control. Nicely done so far, guys. Rai drops down to give a little taste of their own medicine. The Tiger team now have to look and see where to go from here. Mohammed Harfouche, the new update is out, update 30. Some of the changes haven't been implemented on the platforms other than iOS, but I believe we've had some new updates coming through. The PR39, I believe, getting a little bit of love. So we're starting to see that turn up in ESL competition to pretty good effect. The PR39, of course, not needing to have the zoom in, which is such a big characteristic of play with the COG-V long-range battle rifle. Old Glory, they're starting to use those kill streaks to really put the hurting onto Tiger here as Old Glory hit up the 30. And Old Glory, they could be on the path to bringing things back. Isadi gets one in exchange. Let's find out where those numbers are really lying though. It is MIT, the import for Old Glory, now seems to be their only port in the storm of fire Tiger have been laying down, but 11-3 MIT, absolutely deadly. Isadi finally finds a way to take out the big kahuna of the Tiger squad, but ultimately, I don't think it's going to matter. That's a 14-15 kill advantage for Old Glory. They have definitely taken back control here in the construction site. It looked like Tiger were going to have a sweet, clear run of this, make it a 3-0 and show that they are the only team who deserve to be #1. But, as we've seen, things can change so quickly. Rusei strikes from cover, does get taken out, but ultimately it's all moving up towards that big 5-0. One Boom Squad, thank you for your support. I'm glad you are enjoying the stream. 2 minutes 45 left to play. Old Glory, they're so close to turning this one back around. Now the question does come, is this because of the map? Is construction site the Old Glory bastion? But what about the maps that are still to come? For game number 3, we will be headed to Scramble. So lots of more sniping action and flankeroonies around as Old Glory look to take their first game of the Grand Finals. And potentially start their road back to the reverse sweep looking to keep us on our toes. Old Glory, get that first game and potentially start turning this ship around. Boom Squad. You used to play in the ESL for Call of Duty Black Ops 3? That's really cool. Boom Squad. Have you been... What? Are you playing in the ESL for MC5? That's... Man, 19 times. Jeez. That's... Honestly, that's some Tiger or IMF level victories. I wonder if you guys ever cross paths. So, MIT, definitely the one to step up there alongside Rye, really pulling Old Glory up by their bootstraps. Guys, 7 minutes away is game number 4 of the grand finals. Old Glory, they've shown us they've got what it takes on the construction site, but one scramble is a-coming. Maybe, just maybe, Tiger will finish the job. Find out 7 minutes or less away. We'll see you guys then with hopefully some more delicious water. Welcome back, guys, and thank you, Leon or Boom Squad, for telling us about some of your competitive history in the Call of Duty scene. Honestly, we know there's a lot of crossover between the different first-person shooters on console and mobile, so I'm honestly pretty impressed by what you've been telling us so far. It's a shame it didn't keep up forever, but I suppose nothing does last forever. So, let's reset our expectations coming into game number 4 of the Grand Finals. Old Glory, they found themselves their first win, but they have a switcheroo on us once more. So let's do the same. Old Glory in the blue, Tiger in the red. Tiger seems to be more comfortable back on here. This scramblers. Whoa! It's a N, you absolute beast. Going through and locking down those kills, courtesy of an extraordinarily well-placed airstrike. Rousey will come in for the punish. The stream should be okay. Go Magnet. We haven't got any dropped frames from OBS, so I tried maybe reloading or try out a different browser, see if it makes any help. So, back to the game itself. Tiger in control for now, thanks to a very strong performance out of, I believe it's Issa N. Yes, Issa N and Issa F. It's only Issa D that really needs to step forward and show that it's not just a name, it's also about the letter. Kiri getting some nice work done from our far. MIT could be the last hope here of a team on potentially its last legs. But Makoto, the number 3 from the Old Glory team, seems to be the one to watch. Makoto not quite able to land that last shot from far on range. Taco dancing around with that pistol in close quarters. You see the snap going in and out from range. One of the patches in more recent times was reducing the aim down scope time, meaning quick scoping is much more viable. Issa N, though, is one step ahead, managing to catch with a little bit of pre-fire. Old Glory members coming out of cover. We'll be trying to make sure they keep their heads down for now. Issa N going pretty aggressive. Going to run right forward and right into the knives of MIT, who will just about not get grenaded on the back half. The two teams back off from each other, bloodied, bruised, but not beaten as of yet. Old Glory looking across scramble are going to get some nice long-range sniper kills. Perhaps looking to try and break this into a more sniper-centric game. Taco more than happy to step forward, though, using that Ranger pistol. Doesn't quite get past the firing line because Kiri will fire across the lines. Brexit is going for the long-range round, trying to sneak in. This could be very damaging if they're not there in time, because Old Glory, they are picking up those points while the fancy pants strategies of Tiger end up just reducing their numbers where they're needed the most. Dead even as we're coming to the halfway mark of this game. That knife would have made me salty back there. I think that is totally fair. To be reasonable though, they were snipers, they probably had the Deadeye going. I imagine they saw that bum rush coming forward. You would have, Legend Killer, you would have pimped that corner for those 2 kills. Well, Legend Killer, I'm sure you'll get your opportunity to show off your skills. Old Glory, they have to win this game if they're going to stand a chance of reversing fortunes. What an incredible accomplishment it would be for Old Glory to come in while Tiger or IMF were away, steal their throne, and when the kings and queens of the MC5 scene return, to then fling them from their lofty perch and say, oh no, it's time for some Old Glory. Osama Mahfood, yes, it is looking like we are going to see an Old Glory comeback at least. Going to game number 5, Tiger. They've got one last team fight in them, but time is running out. Not on the clock, but in terms of kills. Rousey and the rest of Old Glory. Rai stepping up huge for the team. 12 and 9. Rousey 12 and 8. Very strong performance. Old Glory, can they do it? They look like they're going to get to at least get the chance in game number 5. but it's still a long way away. This is honestly a hugely historic moment here in MC5 Esports. Tiger, IMF, they have been unbeaten for such a long time. They're coming in at speed. Old Glory, they're starting to get knocked off their feet, but no, it's not in time. Old Glory, they will take the second game. We are all tied up 2 games apiece. Can the Thieves of the Throne, Old Glory, take everything from Tiger, take everything from IMF? Rusey standing triumphant, the Cobra of Old Glory. Game number 5 is coming up. This is what it is for. This weekly Blue Cup. This may not be a monthly finals, but this could mark a historic event. The day when IMF finally found a team that could beat them. Will it happen? Game number 5 coming up, and you do not want to miss it. Alright, my babies, it's time. We have got ourselves an epic encounter. Old Glory switching back over to the red team once again. One last chance to claim the throne for themselves. Will IMF hold on to their top spot? Or will it be Old Glory proving their spill space up at the very top of these weekly competitions? A silence falls for advantage. First blood goes to Taco from the Tiger side of things. Both these teams know how much is on the line, not just the $100 dingoes you get for winning out here today, but also the pride for Old Glory, the chance to be the team that managed to take down the unstoppable juggernaut of IMF, who've been winning tournaments for as long as I can remember, as long as I could care to look back in the records. I couldn't find a time when IMF were able to be taken down. Now, this isn't the IMF full lineup, so this isn't definitive, but if Tiger do lose here, it's still almost as good, if not the same, than taking down IMF. Yes, the iOS and Android merge will be coming down the line. I believe there were some technical hurdles which made things a little bit trickier than had been initially anticipated. It was supposed to happen quite a long time ago, but I'm very much looking forward to when it does happen. It should really blow up our player numbers for these main competitions and allow you Android guys access to the paid tournaments, as well as hopefully giving us more PC tournaments as well. Brilliant for everybody involved. So, Old Glory and Tiger, we're back to where we began. Rai trying to hold ground up near the top. We have got Rusey, the eye in the sky for the Old Glory team, stacking up near the top. We've got Taco, who's got 2 kills so far, and Issa D, the shield of great justice. Hey, Lobito Sanchez. Bienvenido? I think that's the right one. Ooh, what's this? Rai has got something on their mind, and they've got something in their brain. It's a bullet from Taco, 3-0 so far. Nearly all of the Tiger kills on this single sniper. Co-Magnet, that people should move to Japan. I agree. I think a lot of extremely strong MC5 teams come from Japan. It's a great MC5 country. Honestly, I think if you want to get good at MC5, you could do a lot worse than move over there. Louis S. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? How you doing? I think that's the right word. Man, I'm still so bad at Spanish. It's terrible. Alright. So, Old Glory, they're going to go for a few temptation grenades as Brexit manages to find a long-range kill of their own. Tiger are back in the lead. Lobito, Louis, your T-Mobile. Oh, Louis. It gets so confusing. I really need to make a spreadsheet of everyone's different names. It's so hard to keep track. Rai falls down there to Brexit, who is having quite the game so far. Issa N gonna grab another kill. It's starting to slip away from Old Glory, who are dancing to Tiger's tune. Surely, after coming this far, after winning the last 2 games in a row, this isn't going to be the way it ends for Old Glory, just with a whimper as they let themselves be picked apart. Surely, they've got to fling themselves bodily at the opposition, and we know one player who's not afraid to do that is Rusey. They're going to go charging for a nice ricochet grenade, trying to chance their arm, providing the distraction. There we go, pick up the kill for Old Glory. But where's the rest of the Old Glory team? They're not following up this distraction. And Rusey could end up being overwhelmed. No! Takes Issa D out with a grenade right to the face. Oh yes, you changed your name. Well, I think it's a fine name nonetheless. 2 minutes left on the clock. Old Glory, they've equalized once more. Where are the rest of Old Glory? Kiri there as backup. Rai for fire support from long range. Number 4, Makoto and MIT providing that long-range fire support. Old Glory, they suddenly take the lead. It's an end, firing back with one of their own. Rusei slams in for a further kill. Old Glory are back in control with 2 minutes left on the clock. 3 ahead. MIT steps forward, grabs the next kill. 3-0. Those snipers have been thriving in this keep away match. So little time left on the clock, so little left to say in this best of 5 series. This may just be a weekly tournament, but these guys are giving it absolutely everything. MIT and Rusei both grabbing kills at the last second. Tiger, they're starting to stumble here. It's an N coming out into the center looking for those kills. Time is ticking away. Last few seconds are here. Isadi grabs one. Kiri around the corner. Surprise! It's time to get moitered. In from the side. Taco needs to find those numbers. We'll get a long range shot. Takes out MIT, but Kiri immediately firing back and grabbing it, making sure those numbers, relatively speaking, do not vary from one another. It's N coming from the side. Makoto trading a kill across. Rusei, the Cobra, will continue to leap forward. It's an N right in the center, gets cut down. It's a F and it's a D. They're off to the side. They are so far away from Old Glory. Could this be the day when IMF in any form actually lose a tournament? Could this signal the end of their reign of terror at the top of the MC5 competition at the hands of one of our most old school teams? The clue is in the name, Old Glory. They're so close to it, they can taste every single moment. It's a D, it's an F, both slamming kills in. Old Glory, they're holding their ground up the top. MIT and the rest of the Old Glory team trying to hold the stairs. Rai gonna look to provide the rear guard duty. Taco coming in from the side. Brexit gonna try and go around for the flank, breaks through, but it's over, and Old Glory have done it. They have defended the throne, and they will call themselves once again champions. Wow, what a journey. And I didn't believe it if I wouldn't have seen it with my own eyes. Old Glory, from being the team that stole the vacant throne from IMF to the team that put down at least a good portion of IMF for the first time in recent memory. What a performance. What an incredible victory for them. 3-2. The reverse sweep is complete, and Old Glory are your champions. Whew. Yes, no MIT, no Old Glory. You may well be right, my friend. But that's going to be it. That is the result in the history books. Could this signal the beginning of the end for IMF? We've yet to see. We don't know what they will look like when they bring their full force to bear. Will it be different? For now, there is the new champions, Old Glory. They take their throne for the second time. They silenced some of the critics, but it's still got to be against the full IMF team for Old Glory to take the victory, to know that they are truly the new kings of MC5, the new rulers of the throne. Woo! Oh, just like Aviator know what happened. Guys, if you haven't already, please do follow Modern Combat on whatever channel you're watching on right now. We're going to have loads more tournaments. We've got one tomorrow. We've got, I think, 5 MC5 tournaments next weekend. We probably won't show them all, but we've got a lot of MC5 action. So iOS Red tomorrow, and then monthly finals and the regular tournaments on the following week. So a week from now. Ay. So yes, do give Modern Combat a follow, and you'll get the notifications when everything comes through. If you'd like to hear more from my good self, then please do pop across to one of the following links: Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, all of which I am Counterfeit Cast on there, dropping them into the channel. And let's see. Where was it? I can't find it. Sorry, I was going to put some more stuff in the chat, but never mind. Our thanks to Aviator Featured, our ESL admin for today, for all of their hard work as well. Hero Gaming, Simon, Makoto, everybody, thank you so much for spending your time with us this evening. It has been a pleasure and a privilege to see such incredible MC5, a reverse sweep. You don't get those too often, but what a way for it to happen. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock UK time. Hope to catch you there. I've been Peter Counterfeit Harnell. You've been wonderful. The teams have been fantastic, and we'll hopefully see you all again tomorrow.